Welcome back, Boomy to Sky Explorers. Let us go and check another heaven on earth in Yellowstone National Park. This is our 4-day backpacking trip. We are on day 2. Check out the day 1 videos and the day 3 and 4 videos next to this in our playlist. So on day 1 we started with Hellroaring Trailhead, which is right west to Gardner, and the day 1 was like follow this yellow trail. We were heading to IR3 campsite, which is right by the little Cottonwood Creek. When we entered on day 1 around 3 o'clock, we sighted a bear, and we are pack of 3 people in our party, so we shouted, yelled, made a lot of sound, and the bear went away and it came back one more time. So Yellowstone is like a real bear country. Be cautious. Our trip is like towards Eagle Creek campground, and we have like 3 more days. On our day 2 today, we are like walking along the Yellowstone River banks, and there were like magnificent views. We saw the river, in a mighty river, in a wider and bigger space. Our destination today is LiQWYD campsite, which we have a permit from national parks. This is this camp spot is right by the river, and so it will be chilly over the night. On day 3 we will be exploring the Crevice Lake, and the same day by the Beaver Pond Trail there was a bear attack on a solo hiker. So bear country is you have to be cautious and but enjoy the nature. Get out, enjoy, walk along the walk. Yellowstone is a real bear country, and a lot of wild animals, bisons, everything is there. So be aware of bear. Some of the safety tips are carry a bear spray, be a pack of a group of people, not like solo hikers. The same day we were on day 2, we heard there is a solo hiker got attacked by a bear near Beaver Pond Trail, and so carry bear spray, know how to use it, stay away from it, never approach a bear, and be alert, and just don't run into it. Be cautious. So the whole trip we were like very cautious about it, and when we encountered, we made noise, and it came first, and when we made noise it went back again.
We are in Cotton Creek stream. This is our first campsite. Yesterday we covered about 10 miles and we reached here. And that's our spot where we put our bags up, tied up to keep it away from the bears. Yesterday when we entered here, this spot around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we saw a brown bear, probably about 4 feet high. Maybe it's like a little bigger than a cub. I was sticking around a couple of times. So the night was interesting. We saw a couple of times, and we made just barriers with a lot of horns and antelope. And that's our tent site. We are just finishing up breakfast. We're going to start for day 2, about 5 miles hike to a Yellowstone River. So it was a great view here. It was chilly, like 25 degrees, but we had a pretty good warmers stuffs. Day 2 hike towards 4.5 miles to the next camp spot. It's quite steep hill. So, we just hiked like 2 miles. It's like one of the beautiful, magnificent view. That's like a Yellowstone River. Probably we are going down this way. This way we are going down.
We just passed the little Cottonwood Creek, and here is the view of this big mighty river. And after day one we saw it on a narrow point, and this is like today we are going to walk along the banks of the river. We filled up water from the water system yesterday.
Beautiful view of the Yellowstone River.
So we just wanted to cross this small stream. It's not too deep, it's about like knee high. So in our backpacks we carry a lot of food, water, and like all the gears. One of them is very important, is a water shoe. So here, like, I'm just changing my hiking boot to a water shoe, crossing over the stream and coming back around it. And we just lost a bear spray while we were crossing the stream. So make sure you tie up all your gears properly on the bags. So we left out with only one bear spray for a party of 3 now.
Oh, mighty Yellowstone River.
பார்த்து So we just passed by this antelope horns, but the difference here is it's a full skeleton, not just a horn. So this might be like a kill. So it's about like 2 hours we've been hiking through this gorgeous Yellowstone River. It's quite deep and wide, fast. A roaring sound, a gorgeous peaks. So the good part is so far we haven't spotted any deer. So it's good. Alright, another hour hike. Day 2 around 6 o'clock. It started raining and it's really like class 2 river, and again really didn't change the speed. It was like this even before rain. So here we are taking the river water and filtering it out. It's a squeeze water system. This is our second day cooking spot, and here is a food storage to keep the food away and keep the bear away. We just did our kind of a supper, dinner, homemade dehydrated pulao, rice. The cooking spot should be like a bit away from the tent site so that you won't attract any wild animals like bear especially. And here is our tents, and it really poured out for 30-40 minutes, so it is a bit wet. We got to prep for the night. It's going to be quite cold, 25 degrees. The tent spot is right tucked in, and even though we were kind of a little bit testy with if the bear shows up, what to do. So that's kind of our scariness, but that's the reality. And the tent spot is right by the view of the river, and there is a nice beautiful beach around. So it was and it brings more coldness for the night too, but we have good warmers, double layer sleeping bags too. And for the dinner we wrapped up with a nice Indian pulao rice and a lot of veggies and snacks. And the backcountry is more about enjoying, being present, and walk the walk. And subscribe, get out, enjoy the nature.